Good evening. Time now for Weekending Sports. We lead with cricket news once again. The West Indies suffered a top-order collapse as Australia took control of the first test on day 2 at the Gabba. After declaring their first innings at 480 for 8, the home team fought back after a strong West Indies start and limited the Caribbean side to 134 for 5. Here's how the drama unfolded when the West Indies batted.
Unsurprisingly, the West Indies began the chase in flamboyant fashion with the captain leading the way.
A great noise out of the middle of the bat.
But it all came dramatically unstuck. Gale's dismissal
It's better than close.
triggered a collapse.
Just outside off.
The visitors losing 4 for 14 at one point to be in first test oblivion.
And on that first replay, I've got no problem with it.
Australia finishing the day well on top.
From ABC News in Australia, play resumes this evening at 7 with live coverage on Sportsmax. That's channel 201 on our West Star TV coverage. Also, we have a special treat for all cricket fans here in the Cayman Islands. Island 24, channel 12 will have the first ever Cricket Legends 2020 tournament live from Barbados. West Indies legends Sir Vivian Richards, Gordon Greenidge, Courtney Walsh and Curtly Ambrose lead a veteran Caribbean side of when the West Indies were actually good against former players from Sri Lanka, Channel 9 rather, England and South Africa. Sorry, that's Island 24 and Channel 9. The opening ceremony was earlier tonight on Island 24, and the rest of the tournament will be live from Bridgetown throughout the week, and it's being followed this evening. The West Indies will be playing Sri Lanka, led by their former international batsman Marvin Atapatu. Some of Cayman's top athletes will be putting their skills together for this year's Cayman Islands Triathlon. A full slate of 175 competitors expected for Sunday's event starting at 7 a.m. on Public Beach. Last year, David Walker and Marlene West winning last year's event. Moving on to some boxing news now, and the first competitive rounds to be fought at the Dalmain Ebanks Boxing Gym are on tomorrow night. Top amateur Daryl Ebanks seen here sparring with Charles Whitakker, headlining the card. The amateur and white knight punches off tomorrow evening at the facility in the Truman Modern Sports Complex. Also on the cards are some of our best legal minds, the lawyers, trying to settle the score in what is expected to be an exciting night of boxing. And staying in the ring, Cayman's top professional Charles "The Killer" Whitakker hits the ring tomorrow night in California. Charles faces American Chad Greenleaf at the Pachanka Resort and Casino in a light middleweight contest. It will be just the second time Whitaker stepped into the ring in 2009. Whitaker hasn't lost in 5 years and won his last outing over Chris Alag in the Philippines earlier this year. He faces a tough prospect in Greenleaf with his southpaw style. And finally, a scare for the world's top golfer, Tiger Woods, today. Just outside his Florida home, Woods was taken to a Florida hospital after suffering facial injuries in a car crash. A statement from Woods' publicist and Health Central Hospital called the accident minor and said Woods was admitted, treated, and released today in good condition. Well, that's it for sports this evening. Remember, stay tuned for our live football coverage, Bordentown versus Scholars, this Sunday at 7 p.m. You can join us live on television from the Annex. Myself and Coach Carl Brown will be doing the coverage live of the CIFA Premier League for the first matches in our Game of the Month special. That's it for sports for yet another night. Weather is next.